Welcome back, everyone, to the episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we've been kind of increasing our overall prosperity. We're even trying to build some extra power. We have some large power wheels over here so that we can have even more power available. And we have this mega project over here, if I can try to see a little bit of it, where we're going to block off this bad water output. We're going to dam this up, and then this should just simply fill up with normal water to then flow over here, and we blocked over this, and hopefully we can get it to overflow. Excuse me. We want it to actually flow into here to fill this up. That is a very long-term project. Additionally, we're also trying to work the wonder that is being worked on ever so slowly, right? We still need to get resources. I believe we have solved our water crisis, although we have only 12,000 right now. We have 2 days left of this drought. It's not going to be bad for us. And look at these beavers go with this dynamite. Ooh, this will be nice. But yeah, we definitely need to figure out where we want to go and try to get happiness up and just build out more. And why aren't you guys... Oh, you guys aren't connected. Well, it's because that's all not connected. Why aren't you guys building these? This would be really, really nice to have. Yeah. Is this not... Oh, it's too far. Hold on. Something like that. Now they can build all this. And there goes all my beavers. This is still super high prioritized to build. They are producing quite a bit of power, but we do need it connected to the network. And they need to build all that first. And then we can actually just go ahead and maximize your guys' priority. And so that is only really used. The idea behind this is that if we are in drought weather, these turn on. Because otherwise we have more than enough power in either a bad tide because of all this, or a normal tide because of this as well, and we also built some over here. So it's during a drought weather, and it should activate. So when these guys finish pumping out everything into here, they should activate this to hopefully get additional power online. That's the idea behind that. And they are slowly working that. Metal blocks are coming up. We do have vacancies just because these guys are full. But you can see here they're producing 480 power. And so the network supply is greater than the demand. And these guys are actually running, which is insane. I was still trying to think of a way to use these, and it might be... We go into here, not that. Where's my stupid power meter? It's over here somewhere, right? Here it is. It might be that I have a demand above something, and it's drought weather, such that these guys would turn on. But for now, we're good, and we are ending our drought cycle. But anyways, as we get into this today, if you guys like this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. We got 8 of these. More than enough power, per se. That's an extra 2,000 power. We are producing quite a bit. Yeah, we will definitely start pumping water shortly. And I do want to see them get over here. This would be kind of cool. Other than that, though, we still have 16 houses available. Well-being is up to 49. Wet fur obviously will come. Campfires and rooftop terraces we should try to increase. I could put some well-being over here. Put a campfire, say, here. Maybe. Can I fit 2 of them? No. If only that didn't exist, but then I wouldn't be able to build. Well, I could actually build underneath there. That could be nice. We could just demolish you. Get those double campfires in like that. Get this pathing set up like that. So we get more campfires up and running. We do have some rooftop terraces. You can see kind of them being around. Alright. Well, the drought is over, so all these are now paused. This is all now paused. We have 18 beavers to use, which is kind of crazy. This should be... There we go. So now you are closed, and so now this should fill up. Hopefully. What's our power demand? Well, it's a little low right now, just because this is not yet a flow one. So hopefully that comes shortly. This one though we should be getting water into here. Oh, it needs to get over to the sensor. Yeah, that sensor. So now that's all activated, and there's all of our beavers back. We could unpause. Actually, let's unpause these guys, because we could use the production. Let's say we're quite low on bad water. Didn't realize we got that low. Our little industrial area is doing good. 58, that is fantastic. We're going to build that. Swimming pools. And there's that earth repopulator. Let's try to get a few more. Well, swimming pools are a huge thing. A lot of people are going to be using them, so that should be fine. We can actually unpause you as well, so that hauling post is now fully active, and that handles all of our current jobs that we have available. So we would just need a few more beavers in order to do even more. Okay, they can still get all the way over there. That just needs explosives. And oh my gosh, they are doing something fierce. This is all turning green again, which is great, so they can replant. And I don't know if I actually want to move that eventually. But for now, we can just be what we be. That got activated ever so slightly. We still have stuff here. That is fine. Kinda don't want you on right now. Kinda really just want this to fill up. And these beavers. We could detonate it and murder all those beavers now. Oh man, I still remember us going for that. Alright, how do we do it? What are we actually working on? Are we getting up here or are we getting elsewhere? You know, I'd actually probably like to see some power, so let's just do a little bit of this. And then we probably need another breeding pod, just for, you know, giggles. So let's go over here to housing, advanced breeding pod, so it's an adult to begin with. Let's not do that many. Let's just start with one, actually. In hindsight, let's be smart about this. All right, so we have plenty of scrap. Metals are coming up. Dirt is fine. Treated planks are coming up. I should be able to build all this as well. We have the logs. And then you should be slowly being worked on as well as they move across every which way to Sunday. And that is slowly coming up, although not a lot. So I don't really know how well this is going to work anymore. Just because we're pumping so much. Even this, it is being raised, but we're not overflowing. And this all dried out. How are we doing over here, though? Is there a bad... Oh no, it just drained. If I destroy that, that would actually drain it out. It's not a bad idea, but we kind of just want to let it do its thing. How are they doing over here, though? Okay, so they are getting up. And then we get up here, and then we can start building additional power. And that will help. We could even build more relays for our power network here, because one of the power things here, if I go, I can do battery charge. And if battery charge is less than something, then we would do something. But I could also do like, so my current demand of the entire system. We could do, if the surplus is too high. So if surplus is less than 0, we could turn these. That would make them do some weird cycling, unfortunately. But during the evening, we're kind of doing okay. What are these at? Oh, we still have 100%. Yeah, we're producing more than enough. And that's also why I want to have these guys up here. All right, so we got you online. That's good. Now we can build all that. We have 13 vacancies. Okay, so we actually... Oh, it's because I have 15 incapacitated beavers. Most likely due to this horrible mine. Let's pause you. Let's let those 15 beavers recover. 4 unstaffed buildings. What is this? A lumberjack flag? Okay, what else we got? Well, all those guys, and then just a lumberjack flag. So that is okay. That is why we're building the additional breeding pod over here. And we do have plenty of berries last time I checked. Berries. 1.2. Alright. These cassavas, though, are the bigger issue for food. What do we got over here? Soybeans, corn, and these were cassavas, right? Yeah, and then these guys were cassavas. Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn you on so you at least start pumping a little bit, keep things alive. They're going to die at 1.7 days. It's fine, it's just that your flow rate, I think you are very demanding. That's fine, though. We could even build another one of these, potentially if I rerouted this. Over to here, we could squeeze in one more. I'm kind of liking that. Let's go ahead and just do that. So what we're going to do something like that, get power. Something like that. Pathing, something like that. And then more power, large power wheel. And then I need that. Prioritize that, and then that. Okay, so they should hook that back up because these guys, I mean, they are running because this is a kind of separate power system and that takes 1,000 offline. Now it has the full system, but I do want them to not build that right now. They need to build these things first, please. And then you need to be by the drought weather. There we go. So now I can unpause you. Boop. And that will connect up the entire circuit. Perfect. Okay, how are we doing on other things? So we are up here. We are starting to get beavers to work. That is good. And we are building the giant automated system here. Oh my gosh, they already have a couple, well, they have a lot of them complete. They even have that. And I actually need another dynamite. I prioritize that. And then we could actually have you be built. Oh man, we're actually getting battery power online. That's 16,000. That's really good. So in that sense, we may want to actually put a relay and put power. Where's my power one? Power meter. Bad tide is perfectly fine for us, like I said. And you are just going to be battery charge is greater than 50%. Actually, let's just make you 25%. So if it's greater than 25%, we want to be able to use it, let's say. We could even block this off if we really wanted to. We have the technology now. Oh my gosh, you crazy beavers. Let's just do a little bit of this then. Oh man, how much charge are we gonna have? Okay, they're actually connected into the system now, as you can see them turning. We are draining? Oh, what? Why is my demand 8,500? Why am I not producing enough power? What is eating all my juice? I mean, these guys are 1,000. I thought I was gonna get... Yeah, there it goes. It's dropping down as it gets to night. Is it these guys? That's 400. That's 200. I mean, that's a lot of juice. But these guys are being charged back up, which is good. I'm a complete and total idiot. Okay, relay. Power. You are going to be battery charged and make you 25%. Don't know how I want to use that right now. Other than... Oh, we could automate this based off battery meter. So then this guy could be automated by stuff. Battery meter. Copy settings. Oh, I haven't used that before, so now these are all based on battery meter. And battery meter currently is 74%. I like it. Oh, we actually got this filled up? I like that. And these seem to be done with all of this. And now we can destroy this. High prioritize that and get a little bit of triple dynamite in there as well. And then high prioritize that. Okay. That's good. That's paused. That's fine. You guys should be coming offline soon. This should be charging as well. Yep, it is coming back up ever so slowly, but we apparently need more power, which I was not suspecting. It will not be a bad tide, so luckily these guys will not turn on. Sorry, a drought rather. Okay, so they built that. That was amazing work, guys. I really do appreciate that. We could even build more battery power. What is... Sorry, I really need to figure out what is eating up my juice. Let's see. Population. Power. Okay. What is this? It's just a fermenter. Okay. There's something big? Oh, there's the tribute to ingenuity that's big. And do I just have too much going on? I might just have too much going on that I can't sustain it. I mean, that's off. Yeah, that's 400, that's 200, and there's all my batteries, which are slowly draining. Okay, well hopefully during this event, as the bad tide gets started, one, we have 16,000 water and we still have the ability to pump more. This has been overflowing for a bit, which is nice. These guys are maxed out. And we actually have 7 beavers to be able to work. 7 incapacitated beavers as well, but we have taken this offline in the interim. And they should, there we go, bad tide. It's only 15 days, that is actually not a bad tide at, bad tide at all. In fact, let's just go ahead and prioritize all of this entire system here. Because that is going to flow out now, which is not ideal. And we do need to get over here to then be able to do that. There we go. See, because that's overflowing. And in fact, I kind of want to be able to go around and do that. But these guys are in the way. They are very full as well. Something else we could do is... How high do I want this to be? To that level? Alright, so let's get some scaffolding. Just do something like... Something like that, let's say. And how high are you? Okay, so that's that level. So it's 1 below, it seems. That's fine. I'll just raise it back up, do a little bit of that, and get... There's a reason to the madness. We want this like that. And then what I do need is... something like you. Get a single in here like that. Should be doubles all the way. Something like that, and then I should be able to do this. Boop. And this can just come over like that, and then I could get a tube station right here. And then we could get some more water, get some more deep water pumps. Something like this. There we go, and then we could hook all that up. Could actually delete those, clean that up a little bit. Don't necessarily want to waste the resources if we don't have to. Do something like that, and then we could get some storage in here. Large tanks. Something like that, and just get these guys to store more water. Like so. So that will be a nice little project. We can also get some... Let's get some decorations in here. Let's grab one of these guys, put that in there. How about put a little bush over here? Beaver statue. How about a brazier over here? And we can even add that. And you know what? A little clock. Because why not? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. We have now polluted the system because we completed that. That is a problem. That means the flow will work, mind you. I actually kind of want it there. So, what we're going to do temporarily is, well, I actually need to mark for destruction. And high prioritize all this. I want to destroy these. They just cannot be reached right now, because if I could destroy that, I could drain this whole thing. Oh, ooh, you beautiful beavers, you. Alright, and then pathing. Stairs, I should be able to get down here. Super high prioritize that. Don't know if they'll be able to get to it. They should, and the reason they should be able to get to it is because, well, this is the high priority thing, but this takes limited resource. They can only build a little bit at a time. I could even actually build a pump to actually do things like that. I think it's too far from district, can't be reached. Can't reach it? Where not? Build more paths or a new district. I thought they'd be able to reach that because they're above it. Like, we can pick up things or destroy things as before. Okay, maybe this is just an increased need then. So far, the trail is not a problem. How are we doing on here? So metals? Are we out of metals again? We have scrap. Just I don't produce enough metals. That's maddening. Planks, we have plenty. There's our metals. I thought we had 2 metal refineries over here, didn't we? Yeah, you're working. 100%. Every 2 hours you produce the metal. We just need scrap, which we have scrap. We got haulers. Things are going well, I want to say. Happiness is up to 62. Most of the aesthetics are fine. I'm happy about that. Over here, rooftop terrace and campfires are coming up. Injuries, and I just need wet fur, which hopefully we could do. Oh, they're actually building this as well. You crazy beavers, you. The priority on that is not what I want. But I do like how this is going to work. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that. And we're going to just have flow unlimited to drain this, because this is all polluted. And that will be fine. Because we'll just come through here and probably flood all of this area over here, which is not the end of the world. But we don't want that functionally there, let's say. And then we can automate that based off of this sensor once again. as our beavers move over. Okay, how are we doing on this guy, by the way? It's coming up. It's up to 35%. The metal blocks are our current bottleneck, it seems, because treated planks I am producing quite a bit of. And then gears, we actually have the gears for it, just that we would need to put them in. So we could probably finish that up fairly shortly, or very quickly, rather. But I would like to get this done, because I do want to see this all turn green and have more water availability. In terms of water pumping, we are still pumping water, which is good. Our power system is producing way more than we could ever actually need. Like, these are just full. And we are getting even more scrap, which is excellent. To an extent. And this is okay for now. Might want to try to do something with that. But these guys are producing more. What we could do is if I go to power and I get one of these, I could put you there. Yes. And then we could just get something like that, and just do a little bit of that. And then we can get even more power online. That'll be good. Okay. You guys are still working that. You guys are still working that. Do I want to increase my industry anywhere? This is actually holding quite nicely, which I'm very happy about. Cassavas are still in the toilet. It's fine. At least we have all the food. We could put some more scratchers around just to make things a bit better. I did delete the one that was over here. Any little spots I can shove this in? Well, you know what? I can shove one in right there. Why not? A few of them there. We still have 9 beds available. You reach all of that. I kind of want to build another one, but for now, don't need to. Did they finish my new system? They did not. They're building it though. They're almost done with it. Jeez, it's crazy when you get up to the really high well-being. These guys are actually starting to round this corner. So once we build this, we should be able to get beavers, a lot of beavers, to start building all of this very quickly. So if I check priority, yep, we can go ahead and prioritize that. So we can get down to here, like so. How is this doing? This is doing good. We've basically drained it off. What we are going to need to do, though, if we want to round this channel, is we are going to get some landscaping online. And we're going to need not a dam, but a levee, because I'm gonna have to build into this, or we just build this up ever so slightly. So if I come into here, I don't want to do it right now because then they'll get contaminated. But once this stops, we can build that up so that we would actually flow the stuff down there. And we have plenty of bad water. In fact, if I go to storages, there we go. We can even fit one right there if we wanted to, and just make you more bad water. So I have enough for explosives, which should be escalating. Yep. Because I'm not using them for anything. Although we could, if I did a, hold on, come into landscaping, triple dynamite, there, there, and then there, and then there. If I do that, and then I add a path, these can all be reached. Should have both the extract, I do, as well as the dynamite to be able to do all of that. So if I high prioritize all this, we can actually increase our overall battery power, because that is pretty high as well. You are just a working. We could actually just make you normal priority now, just to get things moving a bit better. Beaver injuries are finally coming down, and our scrap is starting to hit a little bit of a low point. It's not the end of the world, but here we can do... So this is going to go from 1,400 to now 2,200. So that is quite a bit more power for the system. Kind of like that. Ooh, we're so close. Really glad. Well, this is really nice too. So this will be another big water network, but we need to have this water flowing. I'm actually thinking about just damming it off here so that this becomes a dry dock. So what I'm thinking about doing is this. So we do some levees. Where's the... We could do it right here. Something like that. So it would just flow over. And then here I would need to get one of these guys up here. Something like that. And then we don't necessarily want to build this right now. Pause. 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 Because this is a flow-in. But once that's done, we can hook that up, and then we can build this, which would then fill this up sooner. This would be a massive reservoir. I really wish we could have gotten that. That's really annoying. I thought we could do things from above. Or maybe we have to be very, very close to that. But we have a few beavers as well. Water is still holding. This is all done now, which is fine. We could actually unpause all these if we really wanted to, but power, you can see here, is up the wazoo. We don't have a power problem. Dynamite's coming up. How are we doing on... Man, all of our food is just max, except for our mangrove fruits, which should be producing shortly. And all this is maxed out too, except for like mushrooms and algae, which are slowly growing. They just grow as fast as they can grow. They use a lot of water, so we don't really want to jump into that right now. But these guys still have water in them. That's nuts. And then this whole system still has water in it. At least half of it does. This half. That keeps us a little bit green, so we could do our little project to, say, add some more farmland. But this will be a nice little thing. Wood is still coming up, and if this turns good, let's say, then we could potentially be very solid. Okay, we're almost here. I think we're rounding the bend now to hopefully get this. We have the metal blocks. Here the chem. Yes. Do it, my little beavers, do it. And this requires planks we have, gears we have, metal blocks we don't have. But hopefully the metal blocks all go into there. And then this just becomes a log workout, as well as planks. And we should have... I could do another builder's hut somewhere. You know what, I probably should. So, district manage it, builder's hut. Pop you right there. Go ahead and just do construction, max out on that. Oh, it should be really quick to build. That will escalate, or accelerate rather, the development of things. Water, once again, is fine. Food is more than fine. In fact, I could probably store more food. Question is, where do I want to put it? Becomes difficult the way I've packed this all in. We could just go sideways here. So if I go to storage, just large warehouses, something like that, and then I can actually just do this. That would be fine. Something like that. I do need to get some of this up though. Say like that, and then I can just do this. Add in this pathing to come from there down there, and this like that. And then for this guy, we'll just do this and that, so now I can just do this. Okay, so for these guys though, let's go ahead and start selecting some stuff. You know what we can do? How about some kohlrabi's in there? How about some fermented cassavas in there? This guy, we'll do some fermented soybeans, so we just have more of that. Fermented mushrooms, and then we can start doing a little bit more of our other ration stuff. That stuff is not top priority, but they will build that eventually to increase our storehouses. Massive, massive storage district. In fact, we could even put another one over here. Actually, can we tuck that in there? Storage. Nope, it's slightly out of whack. It's not the end of the world, but it is something we want to... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Come over here, grab a number 2 way like this, like that. Because it's automatically connected. And then I can do that to green that up a little bit. And then we can also do a little bit of this. Something like that. And then something like that. So that makes that a little bit easier as well. There we go, look at us. We're getting better at things. In fact, we could break this, move that over, and put another one there. Maybe we do that in a little bit, but how are we doing over here? We actually got all that built. Did we get that builder's hut built? We did. So now our beavers are working like crazy, and stop doing this to them. Alright, so I actually want... Saves you guys. Let's come over here. Something like that. Do all that to get my power back. Okay, that should be good. So once this cycle ends, we should hopefully see better returns. I probably should have built the valve there, if anything. It's not the end of the world, but we just do need to get power there. I wish I could upgrade this to be stronger. But we do have plenty of planks and everything else to handle that. In fact, we still have 17 beavers online too. How are you doing? Metal blocks are going up. We don't really need a lot of metal blocks right now for what we're doing, except if we're doing this. But now we have these guys going. There we go, that's all built. So now we're starting to build down here. And this will connect up those guys to hopefully start pumping water into here. And then we can get over here and block this off, hopefully, in the long run. How did they get... Oh, I guess they built it at an angle. Okay, so now we can get down here. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. What I'm going to have to do is demolish these guys. Reason being is they didn't actually finish this stack yet, and because they didn't finish the stack, it's not going to work very well, because they can't get over to it. I could have built one piece of scaffolding there to handle that, but it is what it is. You can see how fast they actually work when we have the right goods available. Oh man, I really want to see this just kind of completed, because then they're going to work on this massive project. And once this bad tide's ended, we can build this junction here to block it. And hopefully we can block the bad water. If we can't block the bad water, I would basically just turn this off and it would be fine. But the proof is in the pudding there. The other bit, though, is just filling this up regularly. Still really annoyed about that. Alright. How are we doing? Oh man, you guys are working so hard. How are we doing down here? Ooh, okay. They just need that bit, and that bit. Which, you know, that almost does it. Why can't you just whack it with a hammer? And then this guy should be getting everything that it needs. Yeah, look at that. It's already at 10%. Beaver injuries are down to 4. Building needs water. Okay, those are my swimming pools. This is all blocked. You guys die in 14 days. That's fine. 16,000 water still. Water's about to return. So that is good. Now, again, this is not going to, if I hadn't mentioned it last time, this is not going to be able to power the entire system. This is only producing 400. Each of those take 400. So it's not ideal. Okay, there we go. So that's all running now. So now we just need this. Like that. And I need to super high prioritize that. So hopefully they get that done. And then this should all be running. And we should almost be down to here. Oh, I also need to do that, that, and that. And if we can actually get down there, that'd be awesome. Because I'd actually put valves there so I could control things if I needed to. Like if bad water ever got in here, we could just drain the whole thing. Alright, well we got 1 day left of this, which is not bad, and I got 24 beavers to go. Alright, they're going to build this. Build those guys, and so now you can see all of this is moving. Just need to build you, and then this will be connected down here. So once they build that, we're connected down there, and so once we build this, we'll be connected into these guys. Which should be good. How do I want to handle this? Because I could build down into there. It just needs to be drained. And this does take... Oh, metal blocks. Oh, the overhang's expensive. I do have metal blocks, but... Okay. So we're actually down here. And you guys are just on all the time. Alright, we're almost producing water. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited about this, mind you. In fact, I probably needed to at least pause you. Reason being, they need to finish this stuff before they do the other bits. If they don't do that, we will have a problem. But that's all hooked up. That's awesome. And so now this should stop. Do I have a contamination? Yeah, bad cycle ended, that's fine. Well-being. Contamination pod. It does require 50 horsepower as well. Can I squeeze you in somewhere? I mean, I could just build a couple here. Yeah, we should probably do that. And also, can I get an automation on, like, well-being? I don't know if this gives me anything. I do want to see what it does, though. Total population. Contaminated total is greater than 0. Love it. So now we can go to well-being, build these guys, and then you guys are going to automate by that, and then we're just copy this into here and here. So now you guys would be dandy. Okay, so coming back over here, let's go ahead and do this then. Alright, so do a little bit of this. No, I want to prioritize it actually. Okay, we're going to contaminate some beavers. Did you get stranded again? You should be fine now. You can be unpaused. High prioritize that, and then let's go ahead and build power shaft there and high prioritize that. So now you should be constructed very shortly. Once I get those metal blocks, you guys should also be moving over here to build all that as you are. This is slowly draining, but once we get, let's actually just do a little bit of this as well. There we go. It's still high priority, but I want the other stuff online because I want to be producing water first. Okay, so now we got water coming in. That's good. And they're also going to build this stupid thing and contaminate themselves. So we can come over here. Come on, do this. Like that and that. Because we have the extract. And then is this super high priorities? It is. And then over here, I need to connect up that. Unpause you, and unpause you. And then we can go ahead and just do that guy. Oops. There we go. Something like that. Alrighty. New day, new adventure. We have contamination pods being built. We have this guy being built, so global mode. Oh, we can actually blow all this up because they finished all that. So if it's greater than 0, that goes positive, and then these guys would turn on. We have the planks, we have the metal blocks. That is fine. And that's doing okay, that's why that's off. That should allow this to fill up. Our jobs have dropped because all the water is back. In fact, it didn't drop very much. So we should start to fill into here shortly. These guys I want to automate by you again. ideally. Here comes the good water. And here comes these beavers building this massive project. And then this is slowly turning good. They should be able to get down there now and break that. And then we can build valves in there. So I could build a sensor. Not flow sensor, not lever. Contamination sensor. Then we just do that. And once they destroy these guys, which I can get to actually, we should be solid. I am running out of scrap, so I am going to turn you back on. Especially because beaver injuries are down to 4. These guys are producing water, which is good. Again, only half power? What do you mean needs power to operate? Aren't we producing? We didn't get to that? And the drought's approaching. Fantastic. Did I not? Oh, I never prioritized you. That's fine. They are building all that. They are doing all this. Oh, didn't realize I could just do that. So now we should have unwell beavers, which is fine. Because we did build this. So these guys are just paused by automation. So now this, they should be able to destroy. And then we can heal them. Hopefully. We can lose a few beavers. Also, we're going to need to build some more housing next time as well. But we're going to have a drought come in, not the end of the world. You can see here, this is all starting to turn green. We already have impermeable floor. One of them is in. We're starting to just build this entire encapsulation thing, so we won't have any issues. And now all this is flowing out, which is fine. And so I can get a throttling valve. And you can see here we can drain all that out. Very quickly. It's going to drain all of this, which is fine. We still have water flowing there. Everything is good. We just kind of need a new day, new adventure. And these unwell beavers, though, unfortunately, they're going to get contaminated. We can save you, though. We have the technology. Right, once you destroy this one, like so, let's go ahead and do the flow rates. High prioritize these, automate you guys based off you, and high prioritize you as well. And actually, probably shouldn't be there. You should be somewhere else. Let's get that sensor online though, and get a contamination sensor. Alright, let's do that. Okay, water is now going to start to rise. We'll just leave that closed for now, because that way we have the ability to drain it later. These guys should both be moving, yep. But we only get 50% like I said. We would need to have an additional power source over here. If I had wind power, that could be amazing. But unfortunately, I do not. And we did close. These are re-automated. That is good. They should be working on this. They're working on you foolish beavers, you. Oi. Alright. So they should be able to get to all those, and then we can build the next layer. With this drought, we can see how long it's going to be, but we do want to hopefully fill this up so we can start getting water to overflow into here. And this is such a large reservoir, I think it would be good long term. The question is, how do we protect it? But yeah, massive green project. We could even come over here and potentially, if I got around, I could block this off, which would save all of this from being bad. And we could even flow some of that good water in here if we just wanted to do that. That could be better. Huh. But this water's overflowing. We have tons of green through here. That's excellent. This water's overflowing too. So this is filling up. So I think this should be the next major project that we do, in addition to trying to get this guy online, which is up to 47%. He just needs those metal blocks, which we are getting scrap, and you guys are done. So we're just going to destroy those. There we go. Those jobs are now free. I have 34 vacancies, apparently, for some strange reason. Why do I have 34? Is it because, that's fine? Oh, it's because it's drought. Oh, that's why. These all opened up. So when these open up, that's going to cause that. But once we run out of water in here, that will be a thing. But let's go ahead and see how this drought is before we go ahead and end it. I do want to see how bad shall it get. And a new drought, a 27-day drought. That is not good. We do have nearly 18,000 water, which is excellent. They will be finishing this little project as well, which is good. So then we should be bad tide proof on this side. They should be able to make this. This is fine. And we should, but hopefully we might be able to get that done next time. But yeah, that's going to do for today. We've decidedly started to green everything up, which is making me happy. I like it, the green. And future-proofing ourselves will be fantastic. Getting rid of this kind of water section just to overflow here as kind of a new waterfall will be awesome. But we'll have to see how well we survive. Food should be coming up as well once we get these storages online, which we have the materials for. We just need the beavers for it. Power demand is doing okay. Power supply, these guys are draining quite rapidly. But in the evening, hopefully they raise back up a little bit. Yeah, they're already down to half. Well, because it's nighttime and my... Oh, we're actually not producing enough, so that's going to be a problem in the grand scheme of things. We do have contaminated beavers 4, but they are recovering, which is good. So that should solve that problem. We have water there, water there. Water is starting to fill this up, and they are starting getting out to our new super water platform to hopefully get more water online, so that we have even more coverage to do things, and we will need to, seemingly next time, expand out our housing. But yeah, I don't know where we want to do that or how we want to do that. What we actually could do, though, if I got rid of... Hold on. We're going to do a little bit of work right now. We're going to do that, do a little bit of well-being. Actually, decoration, throw that shrub in right there, and then we're just going to go into pathing. Put this guy up here like that, do a little bit of this like that. Now I'm up here, so now I can go ahead and get some housing. Get a large barracks here, as well as there. And then what we could do is come over here, grab one of these, do a little bit of that and that to get up to here. We could build some scaffolding between the two of them like that. And then for some well-being, we could get another rooftop terrace wherever that is. There we go. Get one over here like that. We will need some additional decorations as well, but we can go ahead and get... How about a roof up here? Yes? Maybe? No. This one. Or... I don't know if I like these. How did I do the roofs before? Did I not do any roofs before? Oh no. What we can do? We can just put a roof right here. And then I'll just put a little roof right here as well. That'll be fine. And then we can go ahead and get a clock over here. Like that. And then we can go ahead and get a beaver statue. And how about a brazier? And if I go ahead and change the priority of those guys, that'll be good, so when they eventually get around to it. But that gets me some more housing. And then down here, if I get some of this going like that, we could get a little bean, no decorations, get a lantern into here, like that. Can't get under there. Maybe I can put a scratcher? Yes, I can. In fact, we'll put 2 scratchers, and then we'll do another decoration of, say, a beaver bust. And then we just need to do a little bit of that, and so that's another rooftop terrace, some additional housing, all on top of our stuff, so this is already being done by that, and it will be done by that. So that is tons of extra room that we just kind of squeezed in there. It's by our exercise stuff as well. They should have finished this guy, which they did. It should be excellent, and then they are finishing up this guy. I didn't need to go all the way, that's fine. We have the logs. Happy about that. And we have 24 days left. That water's still holding, that water's still holding. Died of old age. We are up to 56. Campfire rooftop terrace is our issue. And the tribute to ingenuity is not working, which is going to cause us problems. This guy is seemingly slightly holding, which is interesting. This guy's producing, but again, nothing's being used. Luckily, we have clean water in here. And yeah, all right. Before we get even more distracted, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, but I will catch you at the next one. Dr. Munchkin, signing out.